When we have religious beliefs, we act them out in our daily lives. They inform how we look at ourselves, each other, and the world. One way Catholics live out their beliefs is by sharing God's love. We learn from the Bible that God is relational, that God seeks to be in a loving relationship with each of us. This is the very same love that compels us to honor and respect each other and the world we live in. When we do this, we do social justice. The Catholic Church has found that there are 7 overarching themes of social justice, 7 ways we look at sharing God's love with each other. Genesis 1:27 tells us that God created all people in His image, that in some wondrous way we are like God. Because of this, we believe that each person has inherent dignity, has a worth beyond money or power. The dignity that we all share is precious and must be honored. This means that such actions as the death penalty, cloning, abortion, and euthanasia are morally wrong. God calls us to honor life in all its forms. In addition, the killing of civilians during war or using violence to threaten others contradicts the supreme importance of human life and the dignity we all share. And finally, honoring human dignity also means that discrimination against any person is morally wrong. The smallest group we belong to is our family. It's where we learn to love and how to get along. The Church teaches that this relationship is sacred and that it should be nurtured by society. From the building block of the family, the community is formed. Each person should be able to be a part of their community, to be able to participate in the activities of the community, and have a government that protects both the family and the community. There are fundamental rights that everyone has, regardless of who they are or where they live. The right to food, clothing, shelter, education, and health care, in addition to being able to choose those who govern and who have influence over our laws. With rights also come responsibilities to advocate for just laws, to be proactive in providing for oneself and family, caring for others in need, and being a productive part of society. Those who are suffering the most, according to Catholic social teaching, are the first people we should worry about. When there is money to give, that's where we should put it. Those who are destitute or in dire need are given priority. We have an obligation to those who are left out, the marginalized and despised in society. Also, we have an immediate obligation to those with the least power and those who are suffering because of their circumstances or abuse. The purpose of an economy should be to serve all the people, but sometimes the people who are served are primarily the rich and those in power. The purposes of work are twofold: to be able to provide for oneself and family, and to provide a sense of fulfillment and self-worth. Everyone has an obligation to work if they can. Everyone has the right to honest work, and no job is unimportant. Pay and benefits should be fair and working conditions respectful of one's dignity. Finally, there is both the right to organize, unions, and the right of everyone to own property. Solidarity is the idea that everyone, no matter who they are or their station in life, are our brothers and sisters. All people are connected and, in a fundamental way, responsible for each other's welfare. Being concerned about the welfare of all helps to bring about the kingdom of God. We are in solidarity when we act for the security and prosperity of others, and they act for ours. Solidarity is a recognition of our fundamental interdependence as children of God. God created the earth for us, and we should be good stewards of the earth and all that lives and grows. We must be sensitive to protecting the environment, especially when it comes to pollution, conserving our natural resources, and man-made climate change. We ought to be ethical in our treatment of animals, and we should farm sustainably. The earth is our home. She must be respected and cared for we are the caretakers of creation for our children and our grandchildren. The 7 themes of Catholic social teaching are the framework upon which we base our decisions as individuals, as families, as communities, as nations, as a world. How we treat each other is the measure of how much we believe in and act upon the love we receive from God. It is who we are as a people and who we are as citizens of the kingdom of God.